Cinny, were you aware that friend of the channel, our boy Smash JT, went to the Game Awards?
I heard. My chat was telling me about that yesterday. Congratulations to him. I bet that one wish she was a journalist was upset.
Who, Alyssa Mercante?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people were upset. A lot of folk. I just thought it'd be fun to go through and see some of the vitriol that was being spewed on BlueSky because they're too afraid to do it on X.
Oh, that's because the backlash would be so swift. All the rude comments that they'd never be able to live with.
Randall has shout out. Thank you so much for the gifted membership. Truly appreciate you. Since we're about to go into some Smash JT stuff, I know we played this clip already, but let's give you a Smash JT.
Hell yeah.
There it is. Alrighty, let's take a look at some of these. Time for the meltdown thread from BlueSky hearing that I attended the Game Awards. First off, former IGN writer Magic Dad threatens aggressive violence against me and my son for daring to have the audacity to attend the Game Awards show. Someone should fight him. Magic Dad says, I'll do it. Or Kate Bush's husband, lol, hey everyone in the industry who was at the Game Awards, the guy who has made countless videos harassing you is there. Legitimately wish I'd gone to the Game Awards. I'd have filmed our conversation. What a tough guy. But he keeps going on.
Well, I mean, like, you have to get good in order to get invited to these kinds of things. So, get on his level.
I mean, that should be the general sentiment. Yes. Drunk Poet, member for 9 months. Shout out. Much love to you all. Stay safe and free. I wish you all luck and fortune. I wish luck and fortune. Well, not luck. I don't believe in luck, but I wish fortune to you, my man. I wish fortune to you, and I hope everything goes your way. Absolute legend. So Kate Bush's husband says, again, let's see, wait, is this? Yeah. So he quoted the same thing, but like with a different post. He says, I think everyone should go say hi to him. Okay. Yeah. Good. Go say hi. It's a public event. Rebecca Valentine. This guy participated in making my life hell for months on end, and I had it easy compared to a lot of others this year. Glad to see he's able to stroll into these rooms with people he's tried to destroy. Cool. God fucking just let me run into this guy at a convention, please. Real sound mental capacity from Magitech Dad.
I mean, what are you gonna do? Glare at him from a distance?
You know these motherfuckers wouldn't do shit. Like, if you such a soy-ass bitch muffin that your job was writing articles about video games for IGN, I can just, like, if I had to wager a guess, you couldn't even get a membership at Planet Fitness.
I mean, like, they can't even write this shit on X, and you want me to take you seriously?
Right? Yeah, you're too afraid to even say it on X. Exactly. His continued threats of violence in general, overall crying about my attendance. So there's more. Sometimes I feel bad making fun of the Game Awards, and I see shit like this. Always make fun of the Game Awards. It's always morally correct. I bet you didn't think it was morally correct when you were getting your bread buttered by them, when you were writing all them little fluff pieces.
I mean, well, like, jealousy is an ugly, ugly color on anybody.
Yuntu underneath. By the way, look at all the traction these are getting. A whole 13 likes. Yuntu underneath. I hope someone punches him. Yeah, nice, good, sane, rational behavior. I get not posting shit from Twitter. If that's true, then Jeff Keighley, BlueSky Social, has some explaining to do. Homie fucking tagged Jeff Keighley in this shit.
Was he in it?
Jeff Keighley's the guy that runs the Game Awards.
Oh, okay. I don't know. No, I just think it's funny. Why are you going to tag him? He's not going to notice you like everyone else.
Yeah, this one got a whole whopping 8 likes. Let's see. So, Dr. Jonathan says, Imagine Dad says, I really, really like an answer from Jeff Keighley at BlueSky Social as to whether or not he actually invited a guy known for serially harassing and tormenting numerous women into the same fucking room as many of these women. And then Santa Claus, this was reposted by Magic Dad. On one hand, this is a blatant lie from a serial coattail rider. meant to rile up people who care into reactions that he can then mine for content. Jeff didn't invite him. He just fucking bought a ticket. I mean, doesn't seem like it to me. On the other hand, this is legitimately a security issue. There are literally lawsuits.
I heard he got invited. What do you mean?
And whether he got invited or not really doesn't matter. Like, so having a lawsuit all of a sudden is a security issue. By the way, one lawsuit with somebody who wasn't even there.
So, I mean, liar, jealous. Is he a woman?
I assume anybody that's on BlueSky is a woman because they are all bitches.
They really are. What the fuck?
Dash attack member for 5 bangers. Shout out. Thank you. The derangement from the you-know-who simps. You can fucking say Alyssa Mercante. I don't give a fuck. She ain't suing me. Anyway, and her blatant doxing attempt. These people are scary. They're babies, but dangerous babies. I mean, again, they're insane. Everyone, they're all fucking insane. And I good goddamn guarantee you, someone gonna clip this and send it to that dumb, crazy, baddie broad, and she's gonna get all upset spaghetti. Oh, they're still harassing. I haven't talked about this hoe in months upon months, but I find it fucking funny that these bitches are melting down over a dude going to an award show. Security. Do you want to know what the security risk would be? Letting fucking Muslims in there, because they very well could have bombs strapped to their chest. And you know what? As a thank you for the $5 dono, I'll play you this clip to piss them off even further for good measure, because transphobia is hilarious.
Now excuse me while I harass someone for having pronouns in their bio.
Bingo, bango, fucking bongo.
Was
Dash, can you give us a count? Let me know where we're at. What were you saying, Cindy?
You said Dash instead of Dax.
No. Oh, no, yeah. Sorry, Dax. Can you give me a count? Let me know where we're at.
Was she even invited or have a ticket that she could have bought herself? Or
No,
could have
she
donated?
got all upsetty spaghetti on the internet that she wasn't invited and didn't know how to get a ticket. And then she decided to write an article, or at least attempt to write an article. I saw her post something about like reaching out to other journalists or developers that had trouble getting invites to the Game Awards. How did you handle it? What did you go through? Things like as if not getting invited to the fucking Game Awards was some major like just affront to the delicate sensibilities. There's lots of motherfuckers don't get to go. 6697. Shout out, thank you. We are 35 away from hitting tier 1. You absolute legends.
Well, if she was good at her job, she would have gotten an invite.
She was good at her job. She wouldn't have gotten fired from it for allegedly hating the Jews.
Aw. That racism.
Carissa Barrows, I really, really wish this surprised me at all. And then this simp here, it's probably bullshit, but he's a legit security risk for those women and shouldn't have been allowed in at all. How is he a security risk? Can in any logical way explain to me how somebody who just makes videos you don't like is a security risk? They're acting like the dude gonna show up in a fucking trench coat being like reenacting Columbine because he played too much Doom. And we all know Smash JT doesn't play too much Doom. Smash JT doesn't play video games.
Hell
Sorry,
yeah.
go on, Cindy.
Well, I mean, look, are you really, really surprised that this little Karen lady is wearing a fucking face mask in 2025?
I mean, are you really surprised if it turns out that that isn't even a lady?
No, really, it's not.
I don't know. I'm just saying it's BlueSky in 2025 and it's got a face diaper on. That might actually not be a lady, Cindy.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But
okay,
yeah.
Person 11's correct. Smash is a security risk. I was wrong. He's a security risk to a place spaghetti because he's a fucking Italian.
Oh, is he? Wow.
Yeah. Smash is very Italian. Yes. Let's see. We need studios to push against Jeff and create independent body to hold the annual industry awards. By the way, there is an independent body holding game awards. They're called the Real Game Awards by the side scrollers. By the way, not necessarily a fan. I don't really care one way or the other, but like, I'm just saying that is an independent game oriented fan driven awards show. So, the DICE Awards exist already. They deserve more support. What the fuck are the DICE Awards?
I don't know, but if it's from then, shouldn't it be called the Dyke Awards? Sorry.
Fuck you. I was going to make that joke next. I know what DICE is specifically industry nominated voted correct. Mass audience shows like the Game Awards and Summer Games Fest can have their own governing body. Even the Game Awards isn't it's not weighted correctly. So it's mass voted by the industry at the Game Awards as well, with audience votes having like a 10 to 30% weight to the things voted on. People don't even know how the Game Awards work.
No.
Let's see. I get not posted for Twitter, but yeah. So he tried tagging Jeff Keighley. Tyler Nethers. It isn't the point, but he looks like a kid going to his first homecoming in his dad's suit. An absolute fucking soup sandwich and a horrid piece of shit on top of it. Bitch can't even dress themselves in clothes that fit. Dude, you have a fucking pixel art profile picture. This guy's a video game. Like, I don't even know how you guys dress, but in your own profile picture, you look fucking homeless. You look homeless on the SNES.
I mean, regardless of how he's dressed, he's there and you're not.
You know what? Yeah, you're right. Fair enough. Hey Jeff, remember that time you were in and paid for a pitifully sad knockoff of that show because you claimed the Game Awards was some affront to gamers and Jeff Keighley was a hack fraud? What happened? All right, I'll be fair. That's a fair call out. Like, instead of being like, oh, risk the security, oh, he harassed all these women, none of which are fucking true. That's a fair call out. Like saying, hey, Smash, you seem like you're a hypocrite. I'll grant that one. Now, I mean, you can agree or disagree, or there could be a discussion about it, but I'll at least grant calling out the potential hypocrisy is completely fair. Also, the GameWars.com. Remember that time this guy was on the same live stream watching a show with a Nazi? Are they talking about? Who are they talking about?
I have no idea.
Is that about Hypno? They can't be talking about Hypno. Who would they be talking about? Oh, they're talking about Ryan, who called Abubakar Salim Studio an unrepeatable racial slur. Spear Chucker Studio is what they call it, by the way. Dated back to the colonial era. Dude, there's the same live stream watching the show with a Nazi. They're calling Ryan Roger Athe a Nazi.
Oh my gosh.
Called Abubakar Salim. By the way, this ended up being a great point of discussion for Smash and Hypno and myself. All of us who had great conversations with Abubakar. Because of said conversation, I bought Abubakar's next game and gave it quite the fair and honest review, even 100% completing it. And then stood by that man as he refused to apologize. That's who you have in your audience. Guess what? You want to know how many fucking game devs and game journalists and voice actors got outed for being a fucking pedophile? That's happened a lot in the industry. Let's be real. There's a non-zero chance there were multiple fucking pedophiles in that audience right there. Because that shit, oddly enough, seems to happen a lot.
Well, it usually, and I do say usually, happens from those who use BlueSky as well.
You know what? You might be onto something. Isn't it interesting how those that screech the loudest, that preach the loudest, often have the most to hide?
It's quite sad.
Let's see. We got Kate Bush's husband on this bitch. Let's see. Coded language and attempt to have Jeff Keighley ban me in the future. Cancel culture is dead. You have no power here. Let's see. All right. Kate Bush's husband. I guarantee this pussy won't say shit to Erica Ishii in person. Why would he? What reason would Smash have to walk up to Erica Ishii, say some shit at a public event? Like,
I mean, I'd give him $20 to go, hey, you're fat, and then just like leave, but that's about it.
I don't even think that'd be $20 to call a dumb bitch fat. That's like, I'm gonna be real. We called these dumb fat bitches on these streams.
Mm-hmm.
Would I do it to her face? Yeah, sure, but like, why be the asshole that ruins everybody else's evening doing asshole shit? That would just prove he is what they say he is, even though he isn't. Oh no, dude showed up, watched the awards show, went the fuck home. What
He
a
had a
monster
good
he
time.
is.
He had a good time with his kid.
Right. Shouldn't he be banned from the event? And absolutely. Why? Why should he be banned from the event? Did he
Why
do
does he
anything at
look
the event?
also homeless? The space
The
prez.
like these folk. I want to put this in perspective for you guys. A couple months ago, not even a couple months ago at TwitchCon, Imaru was sexually harassed, was put in an actual dangerous, potentially life-threatening scenario. And that news is over. It's done. Nobody cares. These bitches are throwing a fit that a YouTuber went to a Game Awards show and they're calling that a security risk. TwitchCon lets their talent get sexually abused live at the convention. And in fact goes out of the way to defend said sexual abusers like they did with Nina Lynn. Like they continue to do with Nina Lynn. But these pansy-ass broke-back fucks are upsetty spaghetti. I say upsetty spaghetti because he is Italian. We have confirmed that. Went to a fucking award show with his kid, had a grand old time, and then boogie woogie woogie it on out. Fucking parasites, bro. Enters second wins Nick Comrade Calandra. Yo, Yahtzee Croshaw, it's time to come reel in your boy again before he tanks your company a second time. And Nicky Boy, who has had issue with all of us, me, Hypno, and especially Smash. Fucking gross they let him in there after all the videos he's made of people in that very room. They should be allowed to throw rocks.
Oh, wow. You mean incite violence like you keep claiming that he's going to do?
That is exactly what they mean.
Oh.
Like, I'm truly curious. Smash has broken no laws whatsoever. The frivolous lawsuit is just that, frivolous. Like the idea that they are advocating for actual assault. They're advocating for literal crimes against a dude whose biggest crime is sometimes he says dumb shit about fucking video games.
Gosh.
Oh my god. Alrighty. Are there any more of these? There are. Lol. Hey, everyone in the industry who's oh no, okay, we saw that one. We saw that one. Let's see.
I mean, I always think it's funny that they call other people pussies and all these other names, but if you get their pronouns wrong, they're gonna cry and give death threats.
Are you familiar with what Kate Bush's husband looks like?
I don't even know who Kate Bush is.
The individual that's like saying all the one of the ones saying all the shit, like the let me go back to it real quick. That's right. I guarantee this pussy wouldn't say shit to Erika Ishii in person. He's one of the biggest cancel culture fucks on X on BlueSky.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but when he says Kate Bush's husband, I feel like he's cucking himself.
I mean, yeah, that's a good way to put it. Let me see if I can find the famous image of it. Let's see. There's a hilarious fucking image that I know for sure that you would find funny. Fuck, I'm not seeing it here. Oh well, I'll send it to you privately later. It's
okay.
A fucking riot. A boy, Cal coming in. JDA cried about the new Star Wars game. I'm starting to think Synthetic Man is racist. I already know JDA is. Imagine new Resident Evil written by Sam Mags, written to J. I don't know about any of that other gay shit you said at the end. But yeah, Synthetic Man is an actual racist. Yes. By all accounts. I don't know him personally. I don't know for sure, so I'll say allegedly. But from all accounts I've heard from actually like people in the same, like even the anti-woke sphere, this content creator sphere of people that do make content that's like, you know, right-leaning or right adjacent or really just fucking normal. Synthetic Man actually might be. Nazi, was that a racist? Was that a Nazi joke, Leon? But yeah, so I don't know too much about Synthetic Man. I've seen one video by him. It's fine. I react to it. No big deal. But yeah, no, I don't know enough about the guy to actually make the claim, but I also just don't fucking care. Either way, this is for you. Thank you so much.
I'm loving it again. The game would absolutely get a pretty high score from me.
How many bananas?
A solid 8.5 incher for sure.
That's I didn't what? No.
And wouldn't it be nice to live together?
Kershaw is cool synthetic man. Take that as you will. I don't give a fuck who Kershaw's cool with either. You can be cool with racist people. You absolutely can be cool with racists. I'll be real. Like, as long as they're not out there actually breaking any laws, I don't give a fuck. You can hate black people for all I give a shit. You can hate white people for all I give a shit. You can hate motherfuckers for the color of their skin, their religion, their sexual. I don't give a fuck who you hate and for what you hate. Are you cool to hang around? Are you fun? Are you interesting? Can you have good conversations? Like, you're free. This is America, bitch.
Yeah, I even said something similar. As long as you can act like a decent person, I don't really care what you do.
Yeah, like if we go into a restaurant and there's a lot of black people in there, I would appreciate you not like shouting racial slurs and saying the N-word and shit like that, because like I don't want to get fucking shot. So it's all about just how you can handle and maintain your racism. But I don't give a fuck if you're racist. Actions speak louder than words.
Leon's racist, and I hang out with him against the French.
I'm xenophobic against the French. I'm not racist against the French. I'm xenophobic.
Okay, well, whatever. Same thing to me.
I don't mean to drag this out, but this shithead was literally shook and worried when I joked I would be at the same convention as him. He's a straight up sniveling coward. Well, the difference is you have actually, by the way, Smash wasn't shook or anything like that. He had a legitimate, in my opinion, concern for his safety, because Kate Bush's husband here has actively called for violence and stated that he would commit actual violence against Smash JT. Now, when you got people like you on the left, when you've got this left-wing coalition of violence is necessary and violence is applauded, when you got people that would shoot Charlie Kirk through the fucking neck, yeah, I would say that's actually justifiable to be concerned for your safety when people like that might be in the same vicinity as you.
Hey,
Smash
look at that.
JT is
That's an
guilty of-
actual security risk.
Right, exactly. That is an actual security risk. You are correct. Smash JT has called dumb fat bitches. That's very different than threatening actual violence. Some people just be dumb fat bitches. And now he's just laughing at Smash's photo. Removing the post about the weirdo harasser because oh, good. We in the Alyssa Mercante post now. Let's go. Have you seen any of these, Cindy, or is this all new to you?
Oh, no, this is all new to me. I'm learning as you go.
Perfect. Removing the post about the weirdo harasser because he gets off on attention. Thank you to everyone who reached out online and in person. I was at a watch party with normal people, but it's made me very uneasy and anxious as he has digitally stalked, harassed, and threatened me for nearly 2 years.
Oh my God! Do you not? Is she's saying this unironically, right?
Correct. This is unironic. Yes.
Okay. What an idiot!
Like, I want to repeat the best part of this. I was at a watch party, but it made me very uneasy and anxious that he was at the Game Awards.
Oh, I know what it was. It was jealousy. She mislabeled it because she doesn't understand her own feelings like a typical woman. And then she started attacking him because that jealousy made her uncomfortable. And then thusly she had to start harassing him online. Totally makes sense. Fucking unhinged.
Incredibly concerning yet laughably pathetic behavior. I hope everyone he attacked who was in the room last night is okay.
He hung out and existed with a bunch of people peacefully, like you can't do.
I love how like her worldview is. He has such a presence. He has so much. She's giving him this power, by the way. You are giving him so much power. This random California Italian schmo who fucking talks about video games. You're giving that dude. You're giving a guy who looks like a stunt double for Adam Sandler in The Ridiculous Six. I want to point out one of Adam Sandler's worst movies. You got a guy that looks like a stunt double for Adam Sandler. You're giving him such fucking power that you think his mere presence is enough to harm people, for them to have to take psychic damage as if he is Mewtwo in Gen 1.
I feel like she's upset that he didn't have to suck dick to get a ticket.
Holy shit, that was awesome. God damn. I don't even know how to respond to that. That was just fucking brutal.
Holy shit, I'm gonna come.
Master go up for a 5-banger. I pray Alyssa loses her lawsuit so badly she has to work donkey shows. Her plumbing is so broken that nobody would recognize any changes to it anyways.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Fatality.
Oh, man.
That poor donkey. Thanks, Catzilla. See if there's any more. Oh, I think this may have been the no. Is this the last one? I think that may have been the last one. No, hold on. All right, we read this one. Yep, we read that one. There's more. Okay, we saw that one. I'm glad you were okay, and I'm so sorry you had to worry about something like that on a night like yesterday.
It was a good night. You guys all lost, bitched, moaned, and whined about it. And Smash got to go to a fun event. So, yeah, it was a good night.
It's funny how he got there on a public ticket, showed how much of a coward he was by not saying shit to anyone he has harassed over the years. He also, why did the Game Awards let him get a ticket in the first place? I guess Lifeless Eyes Jeff prefers profits over people. Yes! Good. By the way, I actually agree with part of this sentiment. Jeff Keighley does look very lifeless behind the eyes. It's honestly quite concerning. But anyway, yes, of course you should put profits over people. It's a fucking business. I don't give a fuck about people. I give a fuck about making money. Give a fuck about like whether or not the business is gonna continue. You don't give a fuck about people. Like, yes, to the extent the law requires, I'll give a fuck about people. But bitch, it's a business. Leonardo goes stall with a 20-banger. Shifts over. I gotta sleep. Alfredo gets my spot. You can't say no, cuh. Have a great rest of the stream. Hey, if Alfredo wants to come on, that may have put us over the goal for tier 1, by the way. Dax, if you be so kind as do your job. If that put us over the goal for tier 1, if Alfredo wants to jump on, if you want to relinquish your spot to him, absolutely legendary. Go for it. Before you go, this is for you. Since we be talking about Alyssa Mercante so much, I feel like, you know what, this is a kind of a warranted one. Plus, it's one that we haven't really seen in a while.
Y'all can clip me all you want. I think Alyssa Mercante has a nice ass, but I guarantee you she doesn't shave her armpits. So I'm good.
All right, let's see. Most of the industry can't afford to attend this event, and this grifter who harassed so many people I know, some were there attending, is right in the audience. It's painful to realize that he bought a ticket with the grift cash from his right-wing video monetization.
So he bought a business expense ticket to make content with, which you guys are providing. And he did his job.
You make a really good point about the Game Awards being a business expense for him, actually. I hadn't even thought about that.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, and they're providing free content.
That's just making he bought a ticket and wasn't invited.
Well, yeah. But either way, he still made it and y'all didn't.
The hilarious part about this particular post to me is like it's right-wing video monetization. The idea that's the danger. The danger is he's right. By the way, Smash isn't particularly right-wing. For anybody that doesn't know, many months ago, I did an episode back when Neon Leon was more of an interview show. I would bring on different creators and I would interview them while we went through the news. I brought Smash on. it was a great. If you guys want an insight to Smash and like stuff that isn't normally talked about, because Smash does his show when he's on SNH, whatnot. We're talking about the industry. Go watch the episode I did where I more or less interviewed Smash, and he's not a particularly political or religious guy at all. He's just a fucking normal dude. Like most of the conversation that night ended up being about normal gaming shit. We didn't even really talk much about the industry, if I recall, but he will give you his thoughts on politics. They're nearly non-existent. So the idea that he's a right-wing grifter, like that's insane. Actually use a right-wing grifter. Ben Shapiro is a right-wing grifter. The only thing that Smash and Ben Shapiro have in common is that gay-ass fucking haircut. Cal's Warborn Misfits for a 15 banger. You're welcome. Bring me on when it's time. You're good goddamn right. I'll bring on anybody that donates. Absolutely. Shout out. Truly appreciated.
I'll send out links when it's time.
My girl. We need some more good old-fashioned racism up in this.
I know now that it could never work between us. Not because you're a rabbit, but because you're black.
Speaking of because you're black, shout out Bishop. How you doing, homie? It's been a minute. I hope you're doing all right, brother. Bro, my haircut's way better and way straighter than Smash and Ben Shapiro's. All right, what else we got here? Person should be on a ban list. It's outrageous to let a known and prolific harasser into a ticketed industry event. Like, it's kind of crazy. How many times have we heard the term harasser thus far?
At least 4.
Wouldn't you consider this at this point that would be harassment?
Yeah.
Like, at what point does this become harassment towards Smash?
Well, because it's them and in their eyes, they're special, it'll never be harassment because just like how everything is right wing if they hate it, thanks to Valiant Goat for pointing that out because it's true. Like, you will never win a conversation with them. And you will always be the harasser no matter how much they harass you.
Yeah, I think that's enough of this. I mean, really, at the end of the day, Smash went to the fucking Game Awards with his kid. He sat in the audience. He gave us some pretty interesting anecdotes about audience reactions that weren't audible on camera. Like, he had a fun fucking time. And then he left like a fucking normal adult. Like, he did a very normal adult, rational human being person thing. Like, this is the level of exposed that these cretins, these goblins, these monsters straight out of a fucking D&D campaign, but not like high-level scary monsters. These are like the level 1 monsters you use to teach newbies to play D&D, 3.5 or less, because 5th edition's fucking gay. Like, that is the type of creatures we're dealing with here.
They're just zombies.
Exactly, they're zombies. That said, do you have anything to say before we move on to the final topic?
Congratulations, Smash. I hope you had a great time with your son. Kick their ass, like verbally, on Twitter, like you're doing. I'm so proud of you.